In this video, we're going to be soldering some more Goldfield, but you'll also see that actually Goldfield has a lot of flaw. The flaw, I'll tell you everything about it. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cian. I am a self-taught jewelry maker. After having a success with this pair, I kind of don't want to stop there, and I make a larger version and even extra large. I even one time make it in oval and my client loves it, so I continue with it. Today we're going to be making the larger size, which is in 22 millimeters. It's gonna be in Goldfield. I'll tell you everything about it, the materials, the length, the thickness of the wire, but also Goldfield is actually not as perfect and it has a lot of flaw. We're going to go through with the tutorials. In between, you are going to guess what are the flaws, and at the end, I'll tell you about it. Okay, let's do that. Before we work, I would invite you to like my video and don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell to get more of the videos like this. So Diary Keepers, let's get to work. In order to make 22 millimeters diameter circle, you need 6.5 centimeter of 18 gauge wire. Since we are going to make a stud, don't forget to cut 1 centimeter of 20 gauge wire for the stud. Now we are going to force the long wire into a circle. Here I'm using the ring pliers to do that. Notice that I don't even let the edges meet. Well, I'll take care of that later. And the circle is not completely even beautifully circular. Don't worry, I'm aware of everything. Right now, I'm going to grab the 1 centimeter 20 gauge wire, and here I'm going to flatten the edge using the diamond disc and marking the edge just to make sure that I remember where to solder. Next, still using the same tool, I'm filing flat the both wire end of the circle. Now this is where the tricky part is to put the two edges together. In order to do that, I would want to bring attention to both of the edges so that it will try to find the end like a magnet. Here I'm bringing the both side into a flatter position. This helps a lot. I know that it will definitely change the shape of the circle, but that's okay because we are going to reshape them later. And I'm going to show you another tips for the knotty wire, which is what happened here with me. I put them together really tight like this and simply insert the nail file in between and just seesaw the nail file so it will file the two edges together until it meets. Once I'm done, I am going to apply the mark on the separation using the Sharpie. Diary Keepers, this has been the longest work because I want to make sure that the both end meets perfectly, and you know, if I make a mistake I have to redo it again. Since it's Goldfield, we'll talk about the flaw later. Next step is to solder the stud on top of the separation between the two edges. Here I'm using 14K gold solder in yellow, and it's easier to use the serang, and the solder is easy solder. And we'll also talk about it later about how to solder. Basically, you cannot fire for too long. Just direct it for 2 seconds and then just move it away from the jewelry. If not, will definitely get burned, and it happens to me all the time. You'll see it later at the end of the video. And pickle. I'm using a very light pickle, which is citric acid and water. I heard that you can put the gold field in there for as long as you want. Well, today at least 30 minutes. They are not as clean and look scary right now, but don't worry. Based on my experience, they are good. Don't think about the color right now. I will continue the process, which is the forging of the earrings into a perfect circle using a mandrel. Pay attention that I only use the rawhide mallet so that I do not leave scar to the earrings. Ouch. This one is done. Just real quick, here is the difference between the two. Since you already know how to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the process. And now we're gonna go ahead and clean my bench. Here we are going to hammer the front part to add the texture using anvil and the smooth head hammer. One thing that you need to be careful to is that when you're doing this process, you want to make sure that the flatness of the wire is uniform across the edges. Next is to rounding off the edges of the stud. I'm using the burr cup. My size is 2 millimeters diameter, and just like that, it gets the job done. And last but not least, I'm hardening the stud using these parallel pliers. I'm just gonna go ahead and twist the wire. And to make sure that it's hardened again, I am hammering it against the anvil using the rawhide mallet. Now basically the process is done, but you see the stain earlier? Well, we are going to get rid of it using the polishing roux. It's aluminum dioxide. I bought mine with the brand ZAM from the United States. I can also get it here, but I'm not sure who is selling. Sorry for the ramble. If you want to get the same polishing compound, the brand is ZAM. And if you polish your jewelry, don't forget to protect your hands. Here, mine is 100% DIY. I'm using the old socks lined with the plastic bag and dairy keepers. If it works, I would not change my recipe. That's my rule. At this point, the earrings are ready. The only thing I need to do is to wash it with the soap. However, stay tuned because I will talk about the flaw of gold filled. I know. Brace yourself, dairy keepers. Okay, dairy keepers, let's talk about the truth. Here I have pieces of earrings that are made from gold field and rose gold field. One of them has flawed. The inner layer of the gold field has been shown because maybe I fired too hard or whatever, and it's been shown, and the back part is also a little bit burned. So those are the weakness of the gold field, that you cannot fire it for too long. If it happens to be like this, then I cannot send it to my client. I have to make another one. The second case is with this teardrop one here. this is a successful case. However, still you can see the solder, which is a different color from the rose gold. Even if I have already put the rose gold solder, which consists of 14 karat gold, but still it has a different color. And you can definitely see the difference. But obviously with the Goldfield, since I make it at home, I do not have a plating machine and I don't want to do that. So obviously there's going to be a difference. So that is the second flaw. And last but not least, Diary Keepers, this is like the worst work of my Goldfield creation. At the beginning of my work, I did not know that you should not file the surface, so I did, but that was like the biggest mistake that I've ever made. I lost a lot of money with it, and well, that's okay because I have earned it back since. Let's carry on with the story. This ring has been very beautiful, was very successful, but I saw that I had like a little bit of a black part, and I thought that it would be nice if I can just like file it a little bit so that it can be smoother. Well, no, I cannot do that. So it looked like this. As you can see, this is obviously a no-go. I cannot do anything about it. Now that you know all the flaw, you're gonna be asking, is there anything that you can do if you are like just burn a little bit of the side and it's just like, it's very small, it's probably not visible? Yes, you can actually use sunshine cloth. I don't want to tell you the product name. There's a lot out there, so you're gonna go ahead and find out by yourself. I have this one right here that is maybe successful sometimes. I use it to wipe off some of the black part. Like for example, let's choose this right here. I'm gonna spend my time slowly in wiping it off, and sometimes, yes, it can really salvage the product. So go ahead and try and do that if you want, if you are lucky. See, it works. If your Goldfield has lost a lot of shine because you've been wearing it all the time, you can use the sunshine cloth and really wipe it off, and it helps with me, and I do that sometimes. See, it gives the shine back. Diary Keepers, this is like the longest ending ever. I'm going to say goodbye to you. I hope that you learned a lot from this video. And also don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to whoever you know who might benefit from this. Stay creative, be kind to yourself and others. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye!